Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. Are you curious about what your Divine Masculine is feeling and thinking right now? Today's reading, Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, is here to illuminate that very connection. This pop-up reading focuses on your Divine Masculine, giving all my beautiful Divine Feminines an opportunity to gain insights into what's happening on the collective level. Click the Join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. I've approached this reading a bit differently than usual. On the left, you'll find the Divine Masculine archetype, while the Divine Feminine archetype is on the right. In the center, we'll explore the connecting energy that exists between the two of you right now, shedding light on what's really unfolding behind the scenes in your connection. Let's dive in and uncover the truths waiting to be revealed. Let's clarify something important. Today's reading is from the perspective of the Divine Masculine. However, if you find that the energy resonates more with you on one side or the other, trust your intuition. Feel free to shift the narrative as I share insights. It's perfectly normal for your experiences to mirror each other, especially if I'm picking up on an energy that feels quite similar, with just a few subtle differences. I'll also be pulling more tarot cards as we progress. Now, moving on! The Divine Masculine is represented by the ring, which might make some of my long-time viewers chuckle. Remember when the ring kept popping up in nearly every reading? If you recall that, drop a comment below. Those were some wild times. But, yes, the ring symbolizes the Divine Masculine today. In fact, it's calling me to pull out the book for more insights, so I'll dive into that once I introduce the other archetypes. Let's keep going. I also want to share an animal energy that initially caught my attention as a connecting force. I decided to hold off on it because I felt a different archetype was a better fit, but it clearly wanted to be acknowledged, so I'll touch on it briefly as we go along. Now, Divine Feminine, you're represented by the sword today. It's like I can feel the shift within you. Something has changed, hasn't it? Whether it was recently or a while back, you're no longer putting up with the Divine Masculine's nonsense. You've taken that sword back into your own hands. The song Kings and Queens comes to mind. If I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. And yes, they're referring to a sword. That's the energy I'm picking up on. You're reclaiming your power. For a time, you might have felt like you were chasing after your Divine Masculine, seeking their attention. But now, I see you confidently stepping into your own power, no longer in that chasing mode. You're embracing a beautiful, bold receptivity, allowing things to unfold naturally. Many of you are stepping into your full potential, recognizing yourselves as the kings or queens you truly are, and you're done putting up with any BS. Let's keep diving into this powerful energy, and that's the key. Kings and queens don't chase, they attract. That's the empowering stance I see you taking, Divine Feminine. And congratulations! You deserve it. I know this isn't easy, especially in twin flame connections, where the energy can be so intense, obsessive, and crazy, making you want to chase after your Divine Masculine. It truly takes a lot of willpower to pull your energy back and allow things to unfold naturally in divine timing. I can personally relate to this struggle because, hi there, fellow Divine Feminines, I'm also in a twin flame dynamic. I understand how tough it can be, and I want to celebrate you for managing to reclaim your power. It's like I want to throw you a mini party. Pulling back your energy is no small feat. In fact, it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. So, hats off to you for standing in your strength. Now, let's shift our focus to your Divine Masculine. I'm going to read a bit about the ring to give you some insight. If you're not one of my original subscribers, you might not have heard this before, so I'm excited to share it with you. This is how the divine masculine currently shows up in your connection, and it's incredibly powerful. So get ready for some exciting insights. All right, let's dive into the ring. It symbolizes infinity, connection, and the wheel of life. This powerful image represents our interconnectedness, inviting us to shift from viewing life as a linear path filled with milestones to recognizing its cyclical, infinite nature. By embracing this perspective, we begin to see that beginnings and endings blur together, allowing us to appreciate our place within the cosmic cycle of creation. It makes perfect sense that a ring is worn on our fingers to symbolize eternal love that transcends time, space, and material concerns. This archetype resonates deeply, mirroring the Earth's orbit around the Sun and reflecting the unbreakable bond between two lovers. It beautifully captures both the micro and macro aspects of existence, urging us to deepen our connections with ourselves, each other, and the world at large. And who knows? There might even be a literal ring waiting to grace your finger. In its light, the ring embodies connectedness, humility, and sacred cycles. In its shadow, it can indicate unconscious patterns and a yearning for connection. From what I can see, it looks like there's a healthy balance here. Hold on for a moment. Let me take a sip of water, as my throat is getting a bit scratchy. I have a feeling this reading will be a bit longer than my recent pop-up sessions because there's so much to explore. I'll also be pulling several extra message cards for you because I know how these readings can unfold. Now, let's talk about your divine masculine. Though, before diving in, I sense there's something important to address first. It feels like the universe is prompting me to pause here. Both of you have been on a significant learning journey, haven't you? You've been navigating some profound experiences, almost like the universe has placed you on its wheel, spinning you through various lessons. The great news is that you're both starting to grasp some deep spiritual and personal insights. And if there's any doubt about your divine masculine's growth, trust that it's mirroring yours 100%. We have the shaman and the cave coming through. I can see that both of you have recently turned inward, or if you haven't yet, you might be entering a dark night of the soul that leads into a hermit phase of your spiritual awakening. It's a time of deep introspection for both of you, spending more moments in prayer, meditation, and possibly soaking up the healing energy of nature. You may find yourselves distancing from toxic individuals or stepping back from friends and family who drain your energy. Overall, I see a beautiful focus on inner work and self-discovery for you both. Meditation seems to be a vital part of this process. It's as if you're diving deep into the caverns of your mind, creating space just to be, and that's where the universe's downloads come in, gently shifting your reality in wonderful ways. You're both learning and evolving so much right now. I can feel some significant downloads coming in for each of you on various levels. Divine Feminine, I sense you might be a bit more advanced or spiritually ahead of your Divine Masculine. In a way, since you're one soul, you're technically on the same level, but I often notice that Divine Feminines tend to have a deeper awareness of what's unfolding. This isn't a hard and fast rule, but it often feels like Divine Feminines are the pioneers, the ones who awaken first and pave the way. That's certainly been my experience and what I've heard from many Divine Feminines I've connected with. It feels like we're the trailblazers, while the Divine Masculines are following our lead. I truly see both of you ascending, evolving, growing, healing, and diving within yourselves. I have to mention something interesting. I've pulled this card countless times, but for the first time, I noticed two eyes peering out from the darkness of the cave depicted on it. I usually focus on other aspects of the imagery, but those eyes really stood out to me this time. Can you see them? Let me know in the comments if you notice that too. I believe this observation is meaningful. You both are beginning to see through the darkness. You're moving past illusions, and your divine masculine is starting to recognize the deep connection not just between you two, but also with the entire universe. I can feel that your divine masculine is truly beginning to wake up to the interconnectedness of everything. In the past, they might have leaned more toward a logical perspective, often shying away from the spiritual side of things. But now, they're realizing that it's impossible to ignore the spiritual aspect because, at our core, we are all souls, right? Your divine masculine is having a major awakening. They're making incredible progress, and I believe you've played a key role in paving the way for this transformation. Now, let's dive into the tarot and uncover what else is happening with your divine masculine. I want to gather as much insight as possible for you both. My goal for today's reading is to be as comprehensive as I can, covering everything from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. If you enjoy this new reading style, please share your thoughts in the comments below. I do my best to read as many as I can, and if you've been here for a while, you know I love to mix things up. I'm always experimenting with new styles to see what resonates. If something doesn't work, I simply move on and try something different. I really enjoy going with the flow like that. If you'd love to see more messages from divine masculine to divine feminine, or vice versa, especially those deeper insights, please drop a comment below and let me know. I'd be thrilled to make this a regular part of the channel. I'm really enjoying this format, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Now, let's dive into what your divine masculine is currently thinking about you, specifically, their conscious thoughts in the 3D realm. Ooh, that card wanted to jump out. We have the Three of Cups here. This card reflects divine masculine's current thoughts about divine feminine, specifically their conscious 3D thoughts. I'm going to clarify this because I noticed another card on the back of the deck when the Three of Cups came out. Let's see how these two connect. Just give me a moment here. Ah, there we go. Ooh, it looks like someone wants to break free from the friend zone. That's definitely on their mind right now. Let me pull a fourth card to tie everything together. Just let me work my magic here, you guys. I'll clarify that Three of Cups and the Death card for you. Thank you. So, here's what I'm picking up. For some of you, this might be a specific message, but did your divine masculine ever try to put you in the friend zone? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Did they act like you weren't in a committed relationship, or maybe even involved in a third-party situation? It seems like they weren't fully locking things down in the 3D world. They might have tried to play it cool, almost as if to say, "You don't really matter that much to me, divine feminine. I'm the divine masculine here, acting like I'm above it all." As if they were trying too hard to keep things casual. And now they want to put an end to that. No doubt about it. I had a feeling the Tower card would show up, you guys. Tower energy has been surrounding me lately, and I'm gearing up for my own Tower moment. I know some of you might be heading into yours as well, because it keeps coming up in my readings. The last tarot candle left at my favourite crystal shop was the Tower card. The ladies there. And I had a good laugh about it. The one before that was the Death card, which sold out right before. But anyway, here we are with the Tower, along with the Three of Cups, Death, Four of Wands, and Judgment. So, just to highlight, 3 out of these 5 cards are major arcana. There's some serious energy at play here. Remember, this reflects your divine masculine's current thoughts about you and your connection right now. We'll dive into their emotions and intentions next, because I want to be as thorough as possible for this reading. Your divine masculine has had a major wake-up call. I sense they might have tried to friend zone you or kept you in a situation where they weren't fully committing. They probably kept you on the sidelines, wanting to keep you around while exploring other options. Maybe it was more of a situationship than anything stable. Regardless of the specifics, it seems like in the past, divine masculine wasn't ready to fully commit to you. But it's not that they didn't care or want to be with you. It's just that they were embodying that divine masculine energy. And if you, divine feminine, were pushing your energy onto them, it might have freaked them out a bit. So, instead of locking things down, they kept you at arm's length, feeling a bit overwhelmed by that needy or pushy energy. And I'm not blaming you. I totally understand. I've been there too. As a divine feminine, I know how it can feel almost out of your hands, especially in those early stages when that runner and chaser energy is so intense. It's like you're being swept along for the ride and everything feels outside of your control. That's certainly been my experience. So I'm not pointing fingers. I just want to share what's going on from divine masculine's perspective right now. They want to break free from this friend zone energy with you soon because they do see commitment in their future. We have the Four of Wands here, which is often associated with twin flames and represents 1111. It also signifies celebration and marriage. Plus, we have two cards here indicating the potential for good times and joyful experiences. So if the whole friend zone or situationship label doesn't resonate with you, it could just mean we're talking about celebration, and that's what your divine masculine truly desires with you right now. Divine masculine. Sorry, I shouldn't just say he, because not all divine masculines are male, essentially sees that a big shift is on the horizon. They're eager to move away from this energy and bring in something lighter and more fun with you. However, they also recognize that this shift will require some kind of reckoning, a need for forgiveness, and a big conversation. It might feel a bit heavy before the celebratory vibes can truly flow in. So while divine masculine may feel a bit intimidated by this, it's not enough to stop them from moving forward. I'll dive into divine masculine's current intentions and feelings shortly, but right now, what's weighing heavily on their mind is this incredible potential for shift and transformation that could lead to a more positive energy with you. Let's pull from one of my other decks to explore divine masculine's feelings for divine feminine. Whoa, okay. The card that jumped out is the Knight of Cups. This is a clear sign that they want to make an offer and take the lead in expressing their romantic feelings for you. However, divine masculine is also feeling a bit left out. For some of you, this could mean that you're not in contact, and they're really missing their divine feminine. They may be reflecting on their own shortcomings during this time. It seems that in the past, some divine masculines might have been a bit greedy regarding finances. They may have thought that you didn't bring enough to the table or were coming from a selfish mindset about money. Perhaps they even felt unworthy of you due to their financial situation, leading them to walk away out of pride. Now, they're looking back on that choice, questioning whether it was worth sacrificing love for money. They really want to turn things around emotionally and are feeling quite uncomfortable with how things currently stand. Let's dive a bit deeper. Yep, it's clear they've been feeling it. Divine masculine is recognizing that they've learned some important lessons through this connection. Plus, it looks like they're seriously considering sending you a love message soon. You can see it right here with this little bubble in the hearts and corners. Definitely a sign they're thinking about reaching out to you with a flirty message. Let's pull a couple more cards. Oh, this could be a passionate message for some of you, especially if it happens around Valentine's Day. It seems like someone might be gearing up for a little booty call or something along those lines. No judgment here. Let's see what more we can uncover. Actually, I haven't pulled out the zodiac signs yet, so let's get some of those for you. We have the Death card representing Scorpio, the Knight of Cups for Pisces, and if I'm not mistaken, the Hierophant is linked to Taurus. So we've got a few signs here. Let's see what else comes up. Divine Masculine is definitely feeling a bit foolish for having walked away from this connection. They've experienced a major revelation about that decision, especially when it comes to how they've treated you, Divine Feminine. I can see you standing strong in your power, no longer putting up with any nonsense from them. You've stopped chasing, and you're done with that. It's like the moment you stopped pursuing, Divine Masculine was like, "Wait a second. Where did you go? You're not chasing me anymore. What's happening? Does Divine Feminine not want me anymore? Oh no." Now, they're having all these wake-up calls, feeling foolish for letting you slip away like that. So yes, Divine Masculine is definitely going through a significant awakening right now. Let's dive into Divine Masculine's intentions towards Divine Feminine. Whoa, okay, that's looking very promising. I'll explain why that's a great sign in just a moment, but let's gather a bit more information before jumping to conclusions. Wow, wow, wow. The energy coming through from Divine Masculine is incredibly exciting and vibrant. I absolutely love it. This is some seriously spicy energy. All right, let's pull one more card. Divine Masculine's intentions towards Divine Feminine, please. Ooh, hold on. I need to grab another card because I feel compelled to have 5 like we did with the previous readings. Just give me a moment to shuffle these cards back in and pull one more. Divine Masculine's current intentions. Yes, that's it. This energy is absolutely sizzling. You guys should definitely check out the song Fix by Chris Lane. It has this electrifying vibe that perfectly matches this energy I'm picking up. It really gets me going, and I think you'll feel it too. All right, let's dive in. First up, we've got the 4 of Swords showing up, which indicates that Divine Masculine is really focusing on meditation and embracing a more peaceful and accepting energy regarding your connection. It looks like they're finding their balance and leveling out. No more of those wild ups and downs we saw during the running and chasing phase. That's definitely something to celebrate. I just want to take a moment to express my love for all of you. You guys are absolutely amazing, and the community we're building here is so special. The kindness and support you show each other is truly heartwarming. Thank you for being so wonderful. Back to Divine Masculine. They're really leveling out and feeling more stable. Instead of that chaotic push-pull energy, things are much calmer now. They're spending time reflecting inward, and yes, they're eager to celebrate. They've had some significant wake-up calls and are feeling a bit like a fool for letting you slip away. But the good news is they're learning from those past mistakes and are determined to move forward with purpose. Wow, these 2 cards are sizzling together. We've got the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, and they really capture that spirit of determination and motivation. Divine Masculine is laser-focused on their goals and is committed to overcoming any obstacles in their way. Right now, they're all about keeping their eyes on the prize and are dedicated to moving forward, taking it one step at a time, even if that means embracing a slow and steady approach. Divine Masculine is all in, wanting to build a home and create a lasting legacy with you. We're talking about the potential for starting a family or even a business together, especially with that 10 of Pentacles energy in play. It's a big vision for the future. Funny enough, this card always makes me think of fish eggs. Maybe someone has a taste for caviar. Personally, it's not for me. But hey, everyone has their preferences. All right, let's get back to it. Your divine masculine is truly ready to take that next step. Their intention right now is to move forward and make you a heartfelt love offer. With that Knight of Cups energy, they're channeling their inner romantic, thinking about ways to serenade you and sweep you off your feet with all the classic charm of a hopeless romantic. You might even find that something artsy or musical plays a part in their grand gesture. Get ready for some enchanting vibes. Let's get some oracle cards to get additional information. 2 cards jumped out right away. The man holding a coin in the upright position, which often signifies a masculine awakening, and deceit in reverse, suggesting that truths are emerging about this masculine's journey. So, what truths are coming to light? We're encouraged to surrender to the divine, and it seems a fiery climax is on the horizon. I'm picking up the phrase, everything that is not him, which indicates that everything unaligned with this masculine's truest, most authentic self is being actively burned away right now. This process is not just about creating space for surrender. It's also about him beginning to let go of his need to control his own healing and awakening. I sense he is truly surrendering to the pain of this transformation, embracing the grief that comes with releasing who he used to be and the identities he once clung to. In doing so, he's discovering a profound commitment to his authentic, spiritually awakened self. As your commitment is being tested, it's fascinating to see this masculine diving deeper into his commitment to his higher self, even if it's happening at an unconscious level. At the same time, this message of commitment may resonate with those of you in a 3D love connection. I can feel this masculine nurturing a fresh desire for genuine commitment in a love situation that aligns beautifully with his newly awakened, authentic self. We also drew the balance card in reverse, which suggests that the divine masculine collective may be feeling like things are a bit out of whack or unbalanced lately. So what exactly has felt off for the divine masculine? Just a quick note. When we talk about the divine masculine and divine feminine, we're using these labels to describe energies. In our collective energy updates on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we channel insights about these polarities that are present in the world. These energies exist within all of us, so we can reflect on how they show up in our romantic and platonic relationships, as well as our individual and collective interactions. Always interpret these messages in a way that resonates with you personally. I also keep seeing something related to a house. Someone might be considering buying, selling, or moving in some way. It feels like there's also a connection to a masculine's childhood home, as he may be reflecting on his upbringing more than usual right now, due to these truths coming to light. Some of these realizations may require him to revisit past experiences, seeking clarity or insights that can help him restore greater harmony in his life. So, we've pulled the Broken Hearts card in reverse, and I keep hearing the phrase self-sabotage, which came up in the last reading as well. What I'm picking up from this masculine is a growing awareness of how he may have pushed away the love he truly desired in the past. It's as if he has this intense longing for a genuine, pure, and balanced love connection, yet there's a tendency to act against that very desire. One key way this masculine might be sabotaging himself is through his throat chakra being blocked. He's not vocalizing his thoughts and feelings, especially regarding a divine feminine in his life. This connection has the potential to bring him immense joy, but I sense a deep-seated subconscious pattern that prevents him from opening up about his emotions. For some of these masculines, this struggle could stem from a lack of confidence, which is highlighted by the solar plexus chakra card in reverse. This might surprise you if you're a feminine observing the situation, as this masculine may project a false sense of confidence. What we often see is an ego-driven confidence rooted in material possessions or social status, rather than a true, soul-deep authenticity. This lack of authentic confidence may have led a divine masculine to hesitate when it came to expressing his true emotions toward a divine feminine. I'm sensing the name Gabriel coming through. And interestingly, the 5th chakra card from the Energy Oracle cards is associated with Archangel Gabriel. This could be a name that resonates with someone, or perhaps it's an angelic presence that some of you connect with. I'm curious about what this divine masculine wants to express as he builds the confidence to reveal his true soul desires to you, divine feminine. With the cornucopia card showing up upright, I hear him saying, "I'm seeing the signs." The cornucopia card is the number 11 card in the deck, a well-known symbol of twin flame connections and high-level soulmates. When you're truly aligned with something that resonates deeply with your soul's blueprint, like meeting a twin flame or a high-level soulmate, you'll often notice number signs like 1111 during these encounters and interactions with those you're divinely contracted to meet. I'm also picking up strong energy from the "Your commitment is being tested" card. There's a clear message coming through that many masculines are currently facing some kind of spiritual test or trial in their lives. This feels like something they are keeping very close to the vest in the 3D world. It doesn't seem like they're sharing this with their external divine feminine or even with others in their lives. What they're dealing with is quite challenging and painful, and it's weighing heavily on their minds. I'm sensing the phrase, "the elephant in the room," as they navigate these struggles in silence. If they do choose to open up, it's likely just a glimpse into what they're feeling, as they remain guarded and secretive about their deeper experiences. It's important to note that this isn't because they're trying to hide or deceive anyone. Rather, they're simply grappling with some very intense emotions and aren't quite ready to share the full extent of what they're going through. I'm hearing a masculine express, "I'm hoping to get through this and then share everything with you." With that in mind, let's dig deeper into what this potential test or trial might involve. The Adjacent Possibilities card appears in reverse, indicating that some divine masculines are in the process of closing off other pathways and options that were really just illusions. These may have seemed like possibilities in their lives, but as they continue to awaken, they're realizing that there's truly only one highest vibrational path they are meant to follow. He's stepping into that destiny by clearing away everything that has kept him from it, shedding lower vibrational energies within himself, his life, and his relationships, as well as unconscious patterns that have held him back from this singular, highest path he's now striving toward. However, as he ascends to these higher vibrations, it's essential to recognize that moving into our highest timeline often requires letting go of all those other potential routes and options that the ego mind might have seen as backup plans, just in case something didn't work out. I realize I'm speaking a bit abstractly, but that's intentional because this message might resonate differently for various masculines. Some might be coming to the realization that they've kept their options open in love, driven by the illusion their ego created, that it was unsafe to commit fully and wholeheartedly to one person or divine connection. For others, it could relate to contemplating a leap of faith in a business venture, or a significant life change. They've been in a waiting energy, holding on to multiple paths without really moving toward anything concrete. And divine feminines, I sense this might also resonate with your inner divine masculine. You may have experienced feelings of being stuck or in a rut regarding your life path and purpose decisions. However, it's important to recognize that it's not that you were truly stuck. Rather, Your spirit and higher self were encouraging you to raise your vibration and gain a higher perspective. From this elevated viewpoint, you'd see that there's really only one clear path forward, the highest soul path that you destined yourself to follow in this lifetime. Many divine feminines will find this applies to their life purpose, helping them solidify the path they're meant to share, pursue, and embody in the world. Once again, we see the throat chakra in reverse, paired with the Angel of Balance card. I sense the masculine's higher self conveying, I might not be open or vocal about the test or trial I'm currently facing. I keep hearing the phrase, trial by fire, which perfectly captures the transformative process happening for the collective divine masculine. This fire represents the burning away of all the elements that have been holding him back from his most true and authentic self. I see these masculines moving on from these burdens, as indicated by the walking away card in the upright position. There's a sense of loss or disconnection here. For some, it feels like they might be grieving the loss of a loved one or reflecting on the dynamics of their early life, confronting the experiences that caused them trauma. Trauma often manifests as unprocessed emotions stored in the energy body until we allow ourselves to truly feel and ultimately release them. I can see this masculine actively working on releasing old patterns, and while it's a necessary process, it's also bringing a lot of pain. Whether he's grappling with the literal loss of a loved one or metaphorically losing a sense of self, an identity built unconsciously from past experiences, he's been afraid to confront and feel those emotions as they arise. The emergence of the third eye chakra card signifies that this journey is leading to deeper clarity for him. For too long, he's repressed his feelings, creating illusions and acting out self-sabotaging behaviors without fully understanding their source, the pain that fuels those patterns. By continuing to avoid facing these emotions, he's been blinded to the clarity he seeks. I'm also picking up on the theme of therapy. Some masculines might be considering starting therapy, currently working with a therapist or counsellor, or leaning on someone in their life who fulfills that supportive role. They could also be exploring therapeutic concepts independently. Similarly, some divine feminines might be contemplating therapy or counselling to help process their own feelings and emotions, seeking an external outlet to gain greater clarity in their lives and relationships. I sense a strong drive towards greater clarity, and this journey begins with processing the pain that has been obscuring our truth. To see clearly and understand ourselves better, we must be willing to confront the truths that arise within us, even when facing them is tough. I see the masculine energy gathering the strength and courage to tackle this pain head-on in order to gain that much-needed clarity. Now, let's shift our focus to the divine feminine energy. What's happening on that front? The number 444 is popping up prominently, which you may have been seeing frequently. This number is connected to the fresh beginnings you're energetically attracting, divine feminine, thanks to the significant shifts happening in your energy field. We also have the Sun card, alongside the woman holding a heart in reverse. I'm picking up on a sense of feeling overwhelmed or out of control, particularly regarding love or a specific romantic situation. This feeling might make it challenging to stay grounded at times. Since the number 444 has shown up, I'm excited to share its message with you. I felt a strong wave of energy surrounding this number, which conveys, your connection to the spiritual realm is strong right now, and you can trust the guidance you're receiving. This speaks volumes about the divine feminine's journey towards trusting her inner voice above all else. It can be tough, especially since many divine feminines have been conditioned to seek validation from outside sources, often feeling a sense of emptiness as a result. What we're truly searching for externally is something we need to cultivate within ourselves. The awakened divine feminines are paving the way to self-trust and self-validation, stepping away from the need for outside approval. Now, regarding the broken heart card in reverse, you may be feeling some intense emotions around love and relationships, perhaps tied to a specific connection in your life. But here's the good news. This reversal indicates a significant time of heart healing for you. Even the confusion or overwhelm you're experiencing is actually a sign of deep energetic healing in your heart chakra and an opening to receive love more fully than ever before. Take a moment to reflect. Your guides are gently nudging you to look back at who you were a year ago, 2 years ago, or even 5 years ago. You'll be amazed at how much your heart has opened up, how you've softened towards love within yourself, and how much you're now able to give and receive love with others. You give so freely because you're overflowing with self-love, and that abundant energy naturally flows outward. It's a beautiful reminder that everything starts with loving yourself first. By shifting the focus from seeking external validation to finding true wholeness and fulfillment within, you're helping to transform the collective consciousness. Now, with the envy card reversed and resting on the third eye chakra, it's clear that you've undergone some powerful spiritual upgrades over the past months or even years. Of course, time is more of an illusion on an energetic level, but you're truly stabilizing that sense of wholeness within yourself. I want to remind you of this, because I sense that some divine feminines have been a bit hard on themselves lately. You might find yourself comparing your journey to others or worrying that you're falling behind. When those feelings of overwhelm, pain, or confusion bubble up, it's important to remember that it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It's all part of your growth process. Wow, divine feminine, your guides have an important message for you. When you feel that pain rising within, it's not a sign that something is going wrong. In fact, it means you've expanded your ability to transform that pain into light. You're evolving into a more high vibrational being, capable of carrying both shadow and light, both individually and collectively. You've also enhanced your power to transmute darkness into light. So, when those painful emotions surface, it's not something you've created. Rather, you've been called to process and release them, whether for yourself or for the collective. The beautiful part about releasing these heavy emotions is that it paves the way for you to hold even more light. The more light you carry, the higher your vibration, and the higher your vibration, the more magnetic you become, effortlessly. This is the true journey toward authentic success, which the world often equates with abundance and prosperity. It all comes from expanding your capacity for light and raising your frequency. I also sense that you're learning to be more radically present with yourself, fully embracing the moment. I'm reminded of the book, The Power of Now, which is incredibly transformative. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it, although many of you are likely already familiar with its wisdom. With the 6th chakra in a balanced position, I'm sensing that this transformation we've been discussing is really opening you up spiritually and psychically over time. Many divine feminines are already recognizing their incredible ability to sense, interpret, and channel energy in various ways, whether it's through tarot readings, music, art, or other creative expressions. Remember, there's no single way to channel energy that is more spiritual than another. Every method you use to perceive and transform energy into something tangible is a deeply spiritual and transformative practice, and it's all part of your divine work here on Earth. I just want to take a moment to reassure you, Divine Feminine, that you're on the right path. If you've been asking your guides or your higher self whether you're heading in the right direction, let this message be a loud and clear affirmation. Yes, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Just when I thought we were wrapping up this reading, the Magician and the Mirror card appeared in reverse. For those of you who follow my readings regularly, you know this is one of my key twin flame cards. It's incredibly powerful and can signify a tangible twin flame connection. It also speaks to the balancing act we're navigating between our inner, divine masculine and divine feminine energies. This integration is unfolding through the awakening of the masculine, represented by the man holding a coin in the upright position. This awakening is happening energetically within each of us and is felt by both incarnated polarities. So, if you resonate with the divine feminine energy, you may have been experiencing the awakening of your inner divine masculine. You might feel a newfound sense of self-support, a desire to establish more structure, and a protective energy around your goals and dreams. You may even feel the urge to set stronger boundaries with those in your life or focus on your physical well-being. These are all signs that your inner divine masculine is awakening, which is beautifully connected to the collective awakening of divine masculines around the world. If you're on a twin flame journey, you're intimately connected to one of these awakening divine masculines. This means your energetic bond runs deep, linking through all your chakra centers, especially your hearts. You'll likely feel the shifts and awakenings in the divine masculine energy more intensely than those not on a twin flame path, though everyone can sense it to some degree. When I refer to the twin flame path, I mean that being a twin flame is an essential part of your soul's unique journey on Earth. Everyone has a divine counterpart, whether they're currently incarnated or existing in another realm. We all possess complementary aspects of our soul, a divine counterpart, either here on Earth or in the spiritual realm, supporting us from a distance. While everyone technically has a twin flame, only a select few are consciously experiencing a twin flame journey right now. For these individuals, their souls have chosen to use the twin flame experience as a powerful catalyst for accelerated growth, expansion, and evolution. This concept ties into the idea of the 144,000, suggesting that within the laws of nature, where both feminine and masculine energies coexist in all things, every soul has a counterpart. However, only a small number are actively engaging in a conscious twin flame path in this lifetime, radically transforming their soul's growth and evolution. What's really intriguing here with the man holding a heart reversed, deceit in reverse, and door to romance reversed is the presence of two contrasting masculine energies. One is in the midst of awakening, while the other feels somewhat stuck or blocked. This might not resonate with everyone, but I sense that one of these masculines is experiencing frustration because they feel like they're being hindered in their pursuit of love, potentially due to the influence of the other. For some of you tuning in, this could refer to two separate physical masculine energies. If you identify as a divine feminine, you might have one masculine who is very open-hearted and sending you a lot of loving energy, but feels obstructed by the strong presence of another soul connection, perhaps a catalyst or a twin flame. On the flip side, this could also be about the same person. There may be a masculine who's awakening and at times feels frustrated by divine blockages in love. These blocks are there to create the necessary space for his personal growth, time for him to be alone, clarify his true soul frequency, raise his vibration, and ultimately prepare for deeper, more meaningful, romantic connections. This process might be causing some frustration as he navigates the tension between his desires and the divine timing at play. The next card we have here is Daughter Value in the reverse position, and also Goddess of the Moon in the midway position. Right away, I'm picking up on the energy of a divine feminine who seems to be activating others to find their value from within themselves and who seems to be awakening the divine feminine essence within the people around you. I almost see you as this energetic healer placed in a particular family, community, or environment, providing a great deal of energetic support simply through your presence. By sharing your presence, you are sharing your very high vibrational energy. I'm getting that a lot of your work at this time is really to cultivate that energy from within yourself and to remain fully present so that you are that beacon of light that is naturally and automatically uplifting to others. What else can I channel here for the divine feminine listening? Okay, so here we have Woman holding a coin in the upright position. This is often my karmic feminine energy card. I'm picking up that, for a divine feminine listening, there may be a karmic feminine energy around you, or connected to you in some way, who is seeing you thrive, seeing you in this really beautiful energetic space. I'm hearing that she is trying to mimic or copy that energy herself artificially, without necessarily doing the inner work, and possibly projecting some negativity onto you in the process. It's almost like this karmic feminine simultaneously wants to embody the same energy as you, but is feeling really insecure within herself. Here, I have Woman holding a heart in the upright position. This feels like it might be a very specific message. I don't know who I'm speaking to here, but I'm actually picking up on a very specific situation. You, divine feminine, may have a masculine energy who is in a relationship or connection with a karmic feminine, or has this karmic feminine energy around them. This karmic is really vying for their time, energy, and attention, but they're picking up, either through observation or just subconsciously, that this masculine is actually really admiring you, divine feminine. Their heart is really set on you. The karmic feminine seems to be sensing that, or picking up on it, even though it doesn't seem like this is something being talked about or shared in words. Again, this feels like a very special, specific situation. This reading will not be for everyone, but for whoever I'm speaking to here, it's almost like this particular karmic feminine is feeling insecure, because subconsciously she senses that even if this masculine is physically with her or around her, he is feeling this affectionate, admiring energy towards the divine feminine. I almost feel this karmic saying, I feel like I can never be her or fully embody that energy myself. Instead of truly going within and doing the inner work, I feel that this karmic feminine energy is trying to copy you, divine feminine, on the surface in some way. This may involve copying your look, your mannerisms, and I'm hearing that she is trying to mimic your energy. At the same time, she might be gossiping about you, speaking negatively about you, or projecting some of her own insecurity or jealousy back onto you in some way. Whoever the masculine is in this situation, he's feeling a great distance from this karmic feminine, even if the two of them are still together in a relationship or connection. This is because this masculine is going through an awakening. With the crown chakra in the upright position, this represents not only a spiritual awakening taking place within him, but also that he's sensing something highly spiritual about the bond he feels towards this divine feminine. I'm hearing it's unexplainable. He may feel as though this bond is unexplainable, but it's also something he can't get out of his head. With hostilities in the upright position, I see that, as this masculine is in the process of awakening, he may at times be trying to fight his own knowing, his own spiritual knowing, that there is a deeper bond here with the divine feminine. He may be trying to resist something about this awakening that he's going through. This hostilities card could also represent that the divine connection between you, divine feminine, and this masculine is actually creating conflict in the 3D between this masculine and a karmic feminine partner. It's almost like the energy of your divine connection is burning away these karmic ties and bonds, creating a sense of distance, even in cases where they may be in close physical proximity to one another. Part of this is happening in correlation with the increasing 3D versus 5D split, which I spoke about in the earlier reading today. Yeah, here we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This speaks to upheaval, disorder, lack of control, and unwelcome change. The karmic feminine feels as though this entire connection is being upended. She is feeling that a lot of this is falling into disorder, and she's really unable to control this masculine or the situation. The word control is coming out really strongly here. So this may actually be a karmic feminine who has really tried to exert a lot of control over this masculine. With the Four of Wands in the upright position, wow, this is really the number one card for a reunion. If this was a twin flame reading, which it might be for some of you, I would say this can represent a twin flame reunion, two souls really coming back together in the physical world in a profound way. It's almost like this spiritual divine reunion is pulling this divine masculine away from a karmic feminine, which is causing her to feel as though she's losing control. She's really afraid of the change coming into this connection and is therefore trying to control it. However, I see that there's something very inevitable about the pull taking place here. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man, whereas the karmic feminine here seems to be trying to control the masculine to keep their connection from changing, even though she is sensing that he has this deep sense of admiration and affection towards the divine feminine. I see the masculine here being in a very trapped feeling energy with the Hanged Man. I'm hearing he feels caught between a rock and a hard place. Most likely, the masculine here is feeling that the way he feels towards the divine feminine is pulling him irresistibly strongly. At the same time, he also knows that this is bringing a lot of upheaval into his life. I'm hearing that the upheaval this divine connection is bringing into his life actually does scare him at times, at the conscious level, because his ego is essentially feeling itself being deconstructed. His human self isn't always fully ready to embrace that change. If you, as the divine feminine, are in connection or communication with this person in the physical, you might find that at times he will pull away suddenly because he is afraid of the change, afraid of the upheaval that this spiritual awakening is powerfully bringing into his life. I saw the number 1122, so that may be important. To someone I do see, with the Ace of Wands reversed, that this masculine, in spite of feeling the pull and sensing this really profound spiritual connection between the two of you, has most likely been very hesitant. I'm seeing that these potential reunion windows, I want to call them, keep coming up between the two of you. But he keeps hesitating. It's almost like when you're driving and making a turn. You see a window that you could use to make the turn, but you hesitate. Then, more traffic comes by, and you have to continue waiting. That's almost what's happening with this connection at a spiritual level. This masculine is receiving these windows of opportunity to make a leap of faith, to jump, in a sense, to go with the flow of the energy the way it's been pushing him, to most likely distance himself from this karmic feminine energy and go towards the divine feminine who is holding his heart. However, it does seem that fear has caused him to be hesitant and to miss some of these potential windows of opportunity. Now, divine feminine, because of this masculine's hesitancy, I see you very much being in this Hermit and Strength card energy. those are the two cards that came out here. I feel that most likely the divine feminine I've been speaking to here has been I'm hearing the word reserved. You may have been very reserved with your energy lately, really focusing on yourself and cultivating a sense of inner confidence and strength within yourself. You've most likely gone through a powerful spiritual awakening that has spanned possibly several years, at least months, if not years. During this time, you've really been in that hermit phase, going within yourself, solidifying your connection to your own inner world, your soul self, your intuition. I see with the Fool card that as you increasingly focus within on yourself, this is naturally creating a highly magnetic energy between yourself and this particular masculine, which is why he's feeling the pull so strongly, which is why he's going through this awakening, and why he's even feeling this pull away from this karmic feminine energy. Now, with the Fool card again here in the upright position, I see the masculine feeling almost foolish for how emotionally or mentally invested he already feels in you or in this connection, divine feminine. He is most likely feeling the pull intensely at this time. But again, I keep picking up that this is in direct correlation with the way in which you are focusing on yourself. It's almost like the more you focus on self-love, on cultivating self-worth, and on bettering yourself, healing yourself, the more it naturally and automatically intensifies this magnetic pull between you and this masculine. Yes, this is pulling you both onto this reunion timeline, but equally and simultaneously into your soul's highest expansion. I do see that for whoever I'm speaking to here, you have a shared higher timeline with this masculine, where the two of you are in a harmonious union state. You are really in this heightened vibrational state of being. Therefore, you are on a higher timeline, harmoniously connecting with each other. I see that you, divine feminine, have chosen to align with that highest version of yourself, and that is what is actually pulling this masculine up to his highest version as well. However, at the moment, this is bringing about a lot of change in his physical 3D life that consciously to him feels like a lot of upheaval and may even feel overwhelming at times. With the root chakra in the upright position, I'm getting that, via energetic transference, some of this unsettled upheaval energy may actually be transferred from this masculine to you, divine feminine. You may be picking up on this as well, feeling restless or unsettled or uneasy without really being able to pinpoint the source of those feelings. If you ever feel that way, and it's really outside of your normal vibrational frequency, outside of the norm of how you usually feel spiritually and energetically, know that this could be energy that you're empathically picking up on from this masculine, who is currently going through this spiritual awakening and a lot of 3D upheaval associated with that awakening. For your part, divine feminine, I feel your guides really pushing you to continue focusing on cultivating that strong core within yourself, that, as we might say, solar plexus chakra energy. This energy embodies stability, confidence, and a knowingness of your own worth, focusing on aligning with your own highest path. I'm hearing, what is meant for you will not pass you by. It will not miss you. I feel that this was a really beautiful reading. I am going to be pulling one final card from the Rumi Oracle card deck. The more I dove into this reading, the more I felt quite a bit of twin flame energy coming through. Of course, this may not be a twin flame for everyone listening, but I feel for many of you this very well could be a twin flame connection. Now, the final card to come out for this reading is the Rumi Oracle card, Blood Angel. I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away. It captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul and the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Rumi also says in the guidebook, "Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain?" I pour of myself into your heart and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Stay close to those who understand the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is always in bloom. Don't wander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Instead, head straight to the shop that offers only sweets. Don't wait idly by every boiling pot, hoping to fill your plate. Not every pot is cooking what you truly desire. Not every sugarcane is sweet. Not every down has an up. Not every eye possesses vision. And not every sea contains pearls. The guidebook continues. On the path of love, it's less about moral right and wrong, and more about what feels right for you. The mind can't help much here. Only the heart can communicate those deep truths. The mind may push back, analyze, and come up with reasons why the simple truth, the right choice from the heart, won't work and might lead to pain. That's what the mind does best. However, just because the mind raises its objections doesn't mean the heart's choice is wrong. In fact, it means that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will eventually need to yield to the heart, even if it doesn't understand its complex mysteries. You can choose to stay in conflict, resisting the right choice, but ultimately, love will triumph, and the path forward will reveal itself. I truly hope you found this reading valuable and that it resonates with your journey. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.